A warm welcome to all the parents. We take some time so that everybody successfully logs in. Warm welcome to all the parents. I am still waiting for some time so that parents can successfully get logged in. Hello parents. Welcome you all on this evening where we are going to meet Anagha and start with drawing and looking forward to learning a better way of drawing. And yes, I believe all our children are ready with their papers and crayons and all the colors that they are comfortable with. Today's session is going to be still more exciting and there's going to be a great new learning. I am so excited about today. Before that, I would like to introduce to the new parents that who are registered today for this session about Forum for Autism. Like all of you all know, Forum for Autism is a parent support group which was started almost 2 decades back. The main aim and goal of the forum was autism awareness, so that people around us where we live know about autism, know that our children are with autism, empowering the parents, making the parents strong enough. The whole journey of FFA, I believe, or the aim and the goal is, yes, I believe we fight this battle alone. Each one of us is fighting this battle alone, but we are not lonely. Each one of us know that when I am in a trouble or and I am facing a problem, I have another parent out there who's going to hold my hand and take me through. So that feeling is so very heartening and supporting. That's the whole idea and aim of FFA. Advocating for the rights of persons with autism. We avail government concessions, helping them for employment, against abuse. So if any parent or any child is facing these problems, FFA stands behind their back. Providing financial assistance. FFA is a vibrant parent body. We have two libraries, one at Kolaba and Vashi, and we have numerous books out over there, which are so a big resource. We conduct parent training workshops and seminars. There are talks, and these webinars that are being conducted for the past few months are a best example where we really couldn't have workshops. The whole idea of having the workshop was that personal touch that we wanted. But still, because of the quarantine, personal touch is the biggest hindrance now. We have these webinars that we are conducting. We have a huge database of parents and professionals. So any parent needing help anywhere, we have a parent who is going to be there. We know where a parents are and who can reach out to a parent in need. So we have this whole database and network of parents and professionals who are always there to support us. Providing sponsorship to unaffording families. Those parents who have difficulties providing academics to their children or therapies, they can always get in touch with FFA. They can call Priyanka, email it to us, and we will try to reach out to them and help them, fund them for the shortcomings that they are facing. Every year we participate in the Mumbai Marathon in the Dream Run. There is a walk that we participate in. The whole idea behind this is again creating autism awareness, and we have our cause ambassadors, Chef Anjeev Kapoor and Mr. Harsha Bhogle, who shoulder this responsibility of us with us. and they have been participating in these runs with us for a couple of years now. So it's always nice to see them helping us, holding our children's hand and walking ahead. Some glimpses of the web workshops that we had conducted in the past. This is an amazing workshop by Sushma Nagarkar in developing a person-centric life plan. This is conducted for children, for those parents whose children are into adulthood, who are walking towards adulthood, how to plan the adulthood. An amazing workshop. This is a cultural event which I thoroughly enjoy. I look forward to, because here we have our youngsters, our young adults performing, dancing, playing the keyboard, mimicry, acting, whatever they are good at. And this is a lovely experience that we had on the roads of Malad, that is Malad Masti. This was a celebration of the Disability Day, which happens in December, and we had these adults performing on the streets, and we could, you can see in the pictures, we had spectators who were passing by, and they would stop and they would ask us questions and they would read about autism. So this was a very good interaction I remember we had. A parent to parent, this is the most amazing and the most strengthening part of forum, is where we have parent who's either a professional or not professional, but comes out and shares her idea, her learnings, what experiments that parent has done with the child, and she shares that knowledge with the other parents, helping them to find their ways out. So parent to parent is something which I had a learning lessons, I had taken learning lessons from. So this is something which forum always works towards, where a parent is helping another parent, empowering a parent. To join our journey or to be a part of the forum, or any one of you all want to be a part of us working like us for the forum, please connect with us through the phone number, through the email. We have our Facebook page where all of you all must be getting informations about the webinars, about the different things that are happening in the autism fraternity. Ask. Ask is an adult support kendra. Ask works towards counseling. It provides counseling for people with disability and even for the caregivers. Any more information or any help that you all need, please feel free to contact Munira, whose number is provided in the end of the screen, or you all can even get in touch with Priyanka so that we can help you connect with them. But I think if you have a current scenario where we are all at home and a stressful situation, please don't sit back thinking ki, how should I do and where should I go. I think Ask is a better place to get in touch with. An appeal for donation. Parents, like I said, we as parents are the one who empower us, give us strength. So please try to donate, or ask your families and friends who can and want to donate for the forum, because all the webinars that are being conducted for you all is through the donation money that we get. So please donate on the link that is provided, that is United Way Mumbai, and all the donations that are done are eligible for tax exemptions. Our upcoming webinar, my favorite, the online P2P. Yeah, I call it online because this is the first time we are going to have a webinar where we are going to have a parent to parent. We normally had a face-to-face P2P. Why? Because there was always a personal touch that I mentioned. And tomorrow's the topic is very much sorted for, looked for, is preparing your child for the boards and availing concessions. So we'll be having parents of those children who have cleared their 10th and 12th through different boards. So this is looking towards mainstream education. So, and we are going to talk about other education systems also, but the 13th of September is going to be a day of availing concessions for the mainstream, the regular boards. So all those who are interested in getting more information about these boards, please log on and please register for the web P2P that is going to happen. The panelists are going to be Fatima Sheikh, Seema Tiwari, Babiz Mistry, Komal Golani, and Tejasri Saukar. So all their children have cleared their 10th and 12th from the SSE, CBSE, ICSE, and the IGCSE. So we can collect more information from there, how the concessions are given and what they really exist. Saying that, today being our 24th webinar, a drawing session with Anagha, which I personally look forward to. I just can't wait for the sessions to start, because it's such a lovely learning session. I just enjoy these sessions. So saying this, over to Anaga. Hi, Anaga.
Hello, Darshana. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. And I want to thank FFA entire team for giving me this opportunity to come here once more and teach you a few things. Today, let me introduce myself. I have a Art Zone channel, YouTube channel. Whoever wants to see more videos of my drawings, you can go to this channel and see the videos. If you want to get connected with me, you can go on anagaartzone@gmail.com, and you can also send your updates to FFA team, where we can plan some beautiful webinars for you.
Yeah,
So let's start our drawing. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Parents, it's a humble request. All those children who finish their drawing, whatever way it is, please forward it to us. Please forward it to Priyanka so that we can display it, we can show it, because it's an achievement in itself when they do small things, and we would like to celebrate all these achievements. So please feel free to send them back to us. Thank you. Over to you, Anaga.
Yes. So, as we have learned from the first day, the basics of the lines. And today our topic will be, we are going to learn the animals. I hope every one of you are able to see my screen. So, let's start directly with the basic shapes of this animal. Today we are going to learn a giraffe. So I want you to take two dots and draw a small C. I will be repeating my drawing again. What we have done, we have drawn two dots and made a C. Now I'll be connecting these two dots and making a circle. While drawing an animal, we have to see the proportions of each and every body part. So over here, this is the head. Now I want to draw the mouth. The mouth part will be little big. So I'm drawing a big circle, a slight bigger circle from this. After that, I will connect these two lines to draw the entire face. From here, you have to draw a standing line directly down. Take the marking with the two dots and draw one more standing line. Over here, I will draw a big C. And I will connect it in this way. I have done it as an oval. So this will be the body of a giraffe. Now the giraffe neck is long and the legs are long. So what you have to do, you have to take the measurement of the neck and draw the standing line down and one more standing line here. After that, we'll take two more dots and draw a leg. Again, take 2 more dots and draw the other leg. Now here, we will connect the legs. We have to draw one line over here for the inner leg and one more line over here for the other leg. Connect them. After doing that, we will draw the ears. So the ears will go little up, and from here it will come down. The other side. And from here it will turn. We have a line in the ears, so we will draw a line inside here and one line over here. There is a special line over here. What we have to do, we have to start from a neck and we have to take a dot here. From here, we will make the line slant line. So now we have to erase the unwanted line. So all these lines, we will erase it. Then erase these lines. So you have the basic shape of a giraffe. After that, we are going to show that the giraffe has closed his eyes. Two dots. And a curved line. Here we have to draw two small circles and then join them with two slant lines. Giraffe has hair on the neck, so let's draw this pattern till the back. If you have space here, you can draw the pattern here also. Now, there are two more lines which needs to be erased. Those are these first leg lines. So you get this shape. Let's draw the tail. Draw two slant lines. A curved line and a curved line here. Let's draw the design with the help of circles. So while making the circles, we will make different shape of circles. So this is a medium circle. Again, I will draw a medium circle here. Draw a small circle over here. Draw a small circle here. And add one more circle here. We also have to show this pattern on the neck. On the neck, we will draw half semicircles. Draw one more over here. In this way, we have completed our giraffe. Do you want me to repeat it? You can write it in the question and answer column, and I will repeat the drawing again.
Ma'am, it will be better if you repeat the drawing.
Okay, okay. So what I will do, I will just shift my board and then repeat the drawing over here again. Okay?
Okay.
So what we did was, first we made a small circle, a small C. Then we connected it with the other C for the head. For the mouth, we took two dots and made a slight bigger C and connected. After that, we will joint it over here again. So here we complete the face. Now for the neck, we have to start the line from here and drag it down a standing line. Then take the marking. Take two dots first and then drag your hand down and make a standing line. When you are done with it, don't draw the C directly. First take the marking over here and then you touch this line so that your body part will not go out of this neck. And complete this shape with an oval. After that, we took the measurement of the neck and we dragged the line from here till down and from here over here. Then we took two markings again and did a standing line. Then take the marking one more time and draw the line. After that, draw two sleeping lines and add two more lines over here for the other legs. After that, you connect these lines. Over here, what we did was, we took a marking over here and a marking over here to show that the giraffe's body is little slanting, and then drag this slant line till here. By doing this, now you have these unwanted lines which we need to erase. We also need to erase these lines. So this was the basic shape of the animal. Over here, if this area is a pointed area, please make it soft. After that, we made the ears. So draw a curve here and a curve here, then a curve up and a curve here. Draw the line in the ears. Over here now I have shown you the eyes are closed. Let's try something over here. Let's make the eyes. So if you want to make the eyes like this, you can draw two ovals and then draw the eyes like this. Draw two lines, two dots for the nose and a nice smile. After that, you can draw two circles and then draw these lines. Giraffe has a hair pattern on his neck. So let's draw this pattern line till the back. If you have space here, you can also follow the pattern over here. Draw a slant line here and a slant line here. A curve. And let's draw the pattern on the body. Two medium circles. And then small circles. We have to draw the pattern on the neck. So here we will use semicircles, half circles. And in this way, we have completed our giraffe. Children can show one giraffe small, so there it will look like a baby giraffe. So now what we will do, let's start coloring it. So you have to do the outline with the sketch pen and then take the ochre color. With the ochre color, you have to color the entire body. I will first let's tick mark the body portion, the leg portion, and this tail till here. And ears. Everywhere you will tick mark the ochre color. Then you will need a dark brown color which you will apply on this pattern over here, the tail and the hair over here. Last time, as we have learned, while coloring, you have to see the shape that we have drawn, and accordingly you have to apply the color slowly with a medium pressure. Start applying the color. Children, don't leave any white space. If you color it in this way, your drawing will be colored and it will look pretty. Try to color it in small strokes. See the shape and apply the color in this way. Slowly. Don't go out of the line. Once you finished one piece, then you go on the other side and start coloring the neck. Today we are going to learn a very different thing, how to use our drawing to learn craft and to do greeting cards. So I hope everybody will be able to color it on their own. So I will just leave my coloring till here and I will show you the sample piece. Now to make a card, we need a paper. This is the half paper. What I have done, I have taken a full length paper and made it into two parts. The half part we will be using to make a greeting card, and this half portion we will use to make such kind of boxes. So I will be teaching you how to make these boxes. Okay, I will teach you one box and then you can do it on your own as I guide you. So what do you need? You mark a little area, a rectangle form. Then parents will cut this piece and give children so that they will be able to utilize this rectangle.
Is that chart
Yes, it is a drawing paper. I'm using the paper which will be available with the parents. It's a drawing paper. You can also use tinted paper, colorful papers if you want. Okay, yeah. So what I have done, I have taken this rectangle paper. Then I'm marking it. If you want a rectangle, then you should take it accordingly. But now I'm showing you how to make a square. What I will do is, I will take a color paper. Just give me 2 minutes. I will take a color paper so that you will be able to see what I am doing. So here. Now, I'm folding it till here. I have left little space over here and I am folding it in this way. Now what happens? I will take a Fevicol and apply the Fevicol over here. And now I will be pasting it inside. This marking, I'm pasting it inside. Now, why is it important that you should paste this marking inside? So that this edge is not being seen. Okay. Now, this is the important part over here, how to make a box. What height box do you need? So I will just keep these 3 boxes in front of you. So you will understand that here we have these 3 boxes with different heights. Okay, so now I want to make a height over here. So what I will do, I will be taking a height marking over here and I will be turning it in this way. See, what I did was, again I will show. Here I took a height marking and then I pressed it over here. When I did this, I just have to pull my hand down, so automatically the same height will be marked down and you will get this box. Now, why do we need this box in pop-up card? Because when we paste it over here, now for example, if I'm going to paste this box, I have one more box ready, so let me show you. While pasting, apply the Fevicol on the edges and then spread it in this way from all four sides, and then what you have to do is you have to paste it over here. Now, when you also have to paste it this area over here, so I will apply the Fevicol again. Either you turn this portion here and paste it, or you fold it in this way and paste it. Both the ways are good. So see, in this way you have got the height. So what we have to do is we have to draw the animals, do the cutouts and paste it over here. So the background is here and your animal will come little ahead. In this way, if you want to paste more animals, you can either do the layers over here. You can use many boxes to make your pop-up cards. When you fold, your animal will go in, and when you open it, the pop-up card will look in a 3D form. So I have the sample piece ready with me. What I have done, I have pasted one box over here and did the background. Okay, and I also have prepared a grass cutout, then a giraffe cutout, and one more animal I have taken is a rabbit. If you want to learn how to draw a rabbit, I have a video in my YouTube channel. You can go and refer it over there, or you can put a request on FFA team where we can teach you this rabbit again. So over here now I want to paste this grass in this way, so it comes little ahead. Pop-up cards gives you this 3D effect. So I'm applying my Fevicol over here again, and I will be pasting this. While doing this, I knew that I will be pasting a giraffe in this way, and so I have left some marking where I can paste the giraffe. Okay. So I will paste the giraffe over here. So when you open it, see, you can see this 3D effect. The background is behind and the giraffe has come little ahead. So this kind of effect you will get. Now it is up to you how many layers you want to extend in your card. So if you know any other animals, if you have drawn them, make the cutouts and paste one more rectangle over here. Then over here, what I will do, I will be pasting this side.
Anaga,
Yes.
you can have bunny behind that grass and show that bunny peeping out.
Sorry?
We can have that bunny behind that grass
Yes.
and show the
Behind
bunny
the grass. Yes.
And
Over here, yes. If you keep it over here, what will happen? The bunny will be emerged in the background. And see, there is no height over here. But if you want the bunny to look little ahead, so what you have to do is you have to put a box over here, and then you can show the bunny over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I have done, I have pasted it in this way so that the bunny comes a bit ahead. So what happened? Now here my 2-layer pop-up card is ready. See, in this way.
This is
Okay.
wonderful.
So,
I never knew pop-up cards were so easy to make.
yeah, and for those who feel that this box is a bit difficulty, what you can do is, if you have medicine boxes, if you have any medicine boxes,
Even matchboxes, na?
yes, even match boxes. For example, if I will just take one medicine box, see, these medicine boxes, you can remove these parts and use them. Use this part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have one more sample which I can show you over here. You can write, see here. You can write happy birthday cards. You can write some few lines over here. So whoever gets this card will be very happy. So I hope that everyone has learned few things over here. If you have any doubts, so you can ask. And one more thing, when I was making these cutouts, I made these cutouts in this way. So what happens if you keep the area in this way, you get your stencil. So I will be teaching how to use these stencils and which patterns we are going to use to which instruments we are going to use to use the poster colors. So in that poster colors, this stencil part will be the best part to explore and make few more drawings. Okay. If anybody has any doubts, you can ask the questions. We have already done our sessions drawing today, for today.
Your parents, if you all have questions, please type. Actually, I was thinking,
Yeah.
the way you made it, it's a very nice way of creating stories for our kids also with these cutouts.
Yes. And if you, now for example, if I connect these both together, so even you can make books.
Correct.
And write the stories in this way. You can connect as many as books as pop-up cards you can, and you will have a wonderful collection. Here you learn how to cut the paper, how to stick the paper. Then you are also by hearting your drawings, the animal drawings.
Also for the younger kids, teaching prepositions. So if you have something behind, front, on top of the tree, down. I wish I'd known that was younger.
Yeah. And over here actually I used it for my son when he was young. What I used to do, I used to draw the animal, I used to draw the baby animal, then tell the name of that baby animal, what they eat, which place do they live, so we can make the background accordingly. Mostly giraffe likes to eat leaves from the tall trees, so we can show the tall trees in this way.
Anagha, there's a request. One parent, Riddhi, wants you to show the boxes one more time, if you could.
Yes. Okay. So for the box, what I will do is, this is the paper. Now this time I will show you the smaller box. I marked and then take a cutout. After that, over here I marked it again. and took this portion. Okay, I'm showing you this smaller box. If you want, I can show again. I'm folding it over here and leaving some space over here. Then fold it. After folding it, apply the Fevicol, spread it properly, open this portion and paste it inside. See, now as we said, here we have height everywhere. So you decide what height you want for this box. So take a marking over here, approximate marking over here, and you press that marking first. Don't be in hurry to press and do the marking over here. Keep the see automatically the same marking, you will get it down, and you have got the
Quite
this box.
easy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you keep, yes, I will just show you that. See, there is one more idea. Now, if you keep these boxes in this way, and you keep a flower, so what will happen? When you open it, you can see that flower on the top. Now over here, when we learned, it was at the side. So you can also use these boxes to make the pop-up card like a flower, which will bloom outside. Okay.
You can just, for this, you can just put one of the animals and put over there. So how will it pop up with a flower?
Yeah, actually I pasted all the animals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I can just show you the, I can cut a circle and show you that. So, yeah. So what will happen when you, yeah, and when you fold it, what will happen? This flower will get this one fold. But when you open it, it will open again. So it will be somewhat like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
So,
another
yeah.
Which paper is used here? Drawing paper is thin, but here it's looking some hard paper.
No. This is Indian TK cartridge that I have used, which I normally use for my drawing. That simple paper I have used.
I think you can buy the chart papers also if you go to the stationery shop. Yeah, you
yes.
have chart papers of different thickness. You have these cardboard papers also. So you can decide which thickness you want. You get
Tinted paper is also a good paper, which will give you, and you can also make all these cutouts of the color paper. If you don't want to draw, don't want to color them, so what you can do is, you can see this is a tinted paper. So you can use those tinted paper, do the cutouts, and then place it over here. So that also looks very pretty. Today I wanted this session to be more drawing and craft based. So I concentrated on drawing based colors and craft. Okay. Any other questions?
Parents, do you have any more questions?
I will like to request all the parents. Parents, please send your photographs. So, you know, we will understand whether your child is have learned or how we were helpful to you. So, you know, for the next time when we are thinking for the session, we will be able to plan accordingly.
Correct. Parents, please share your children's drawings. It will at least encourage us.
Yeah. Next time we are planning to use poster colors. So if you have any queries or any doubts, or you want to learn something, if parents will write it to FFA, we will be able to conduct those kind of questions over there. So parents, please share your feedbacks. Your feedbacks are very valuable to us.
Yes, please write to us if you want any particular type of art to be addressed by Anaga. I'm typing the Forum for Autism. The email is forumforautism@gmail.com. You can send in your feedback and requests over there. I'm sending it in the chat box, the email.
You can also be able to see these videos on YouTube channel, ArtZone YouTube channel. And even this video will be shared after half an hour. Also on my channel, plus please go ahead and see these videos on FFA YouTube channel.
Okay, a parent has requested something on stamping art in the next class.
Yes, we are planning for that. And also we will tell you what material we will need. Mostly we are concentrating on earbuds, then cotton, then foam. I will try to even introduce the brush, how to use the brush for spray painting.
Okay, do you have we can share a photo on the screen of this which has been done? Or maybe
Yes, we can share a photograph.
the recording is going to be put up in a week's time or so of the session. And parents, please do share your kids' drawings with us. You can WhatsApp to the number which has been sent on the chat. So are there any more questions, or should we wind up the session? Okay, there's Chitra has asked, can you repeat the colors?
Yes, okay, I will just repeat the colors. Yeah. Ochre color for the body, head, ears in these standing lines, and this half tail. And we need a darker brown on this pattern, circles, the hair on this top here, and the tail. If you don't want to make a pop-up card, you can only draw the giraffe and draw a line over here, and I will just show you one sample piece. So you can draw it in this way, a mother and a baby giraffe, and you can draw a tree, plus you can do this pattern over there and share it with us.
Yeah. We can have the tree also as a separate cutout.
Yes.
And birds on the trees.
Yes. See, no matter how many layers you are doing, you just have to pay attention that when it close, the part shouldn't come out. So you just have to take care of that. But you can arrange few more layers over here. 4 to 5 layers also you can arrange over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one parent has asked, can you tell me the drawing stencil book name once again with all the details?
Drawing stencil book. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. So this is the book, my first stencil book, and Scholastic is the company who had brought these books. So the books are somewhat like this. You're getting these books on Amazon. The new versions have come.
Okay, Anaga,
And
can
yeah,
you
yeah.
for stenciling, there is one, you get like this, isn't it a knife? So even if you're doing some simple things on a chart paper
Yeah.
and then cut it out, see, I see like this.
Mount board is also good to make these charts. This is somewhat like a cardboard, a thinner portion than a cardboard.
Mhm.
So whichever you feel comfortable for cutting, you can choose that.
Okay, it's going to be 7. There is a one, what is the publication? I think she said, the publication of the book,
Scholastic. Huh.
Yeah. And finger painting, somebody is requesting.
Yes.
Okay. So that we, with that, we are ending the session today. Thank you very much, Anaga. This
Thank you, Fatima, and entire team.
This was a different kind of innovative session. I enjoyed this. I think I
Yes.
will try them also. My kids are grown up, but still I want to try. And waiting for your next session. Thank you very much, parents. See you all next time again.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.